Somewhere beyond the recesses of time and space, two podcasters are set adrift in a machine, picking up transmissions of movies that are forgotten but not gone.
On the main episode, we didn't go that deep on the confusing nature of his powers, how they work, their limitations, etc.
I mean, we talked about how confusing it is that dog chats are like one of the main things he uses his powers for.
We covered the confusing nature of his powers, just not how they work, in that they dwindle the longer he isn't rested.
Sure, yeah.
He's like a living human battery.
Mm-hmm.
And it put in mind who his arch nemesis would be. There's one person custom made to be the villain to Meteor Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some kind of villain who keeps going and going and going, yeah?
No.
Oh, it's not the Energizer Bunny, okay.
It's not. If you have... Your limitation as a superhero is you have to get a good night's rest. And the longer you stay up, the weaker you become. There is one person who preys on people who go to sleep. And yes, I am talking about the arch nemesis to Meteor Man, Freddy Krueger.
I thought you were going to say that since Meteor Man loses his power if he can't get sleep, his nemesis is a baby. That's my one weakness, a baby.
That would be a funny sequel if you're gonna keep this like broad slapstick style for the sequel. He gets married, has a baby. I guess he doesn't have to be married to have a baby.
Yeah, come on, man.
A baby enters his life, and like he can't take care of the community because he's trying to take care of an infant.
He's too sleep deprived to be a superhero anymore. I mean, honestly, I think that would every parent I know would really, I think, resonate with that. I think Meteor Man 2 Meteor Baby would really do it.
Truman, it takes a village.
Meteor Man 2
Robert
Meteor Baby it takes a village.
Robert Townsend, get in touch with us. We want to bring Meteor Man back.
Yes, and we want to give him a little friend. But yeah, no, Freddy Krueger also, I'm sure, would be a great nemesis, but I think the baby thing really I think that's taken off better. The underwear, can we talk about underwear, Landon?
Okay.
I don't know. I know you have a lot to say. Like,
yes,
I don't know if you had more thoughts on Freddy Krueger, but like the underwear.
No. I got more thoughts on so many other things, as we saw in the last episode. But give me your underwear thoughts.
My underwear thoughts? I mean, a necessary garment certainly shouldn't be worn more than one day in a row unless the extenuating circumstances prevent you. As it pertains to this movie specifically, you know, we get him, he in the hospital, he looks out the window shortly after getting his powers, and it's just all these people walking around in their underwear. They're like... And it's like
these hospital workers,
and it's
just going about their day.
It's this very big underwear, so as not to be alluring in any way. Like big boxer shorts, and the women's bras and panties are like very just large and like formless
slips. Yes,
nightgowns.
But also not so cartoony that they're like oversized boxers with hearts on them.
Not necessarily. No, the men are all wearing like tank tops under their shirts in addition to the boxers.
Yeah.
But and there's this very long shot of him looking at all these people. It's like, I swear to God, it's like 15 to 20 seconds. Like, the pacing of shots in this movie is so slow, and I'm not criticizing this.
The editing is not the greatest part of this movie.
Honestly, this movie is very peaceful and relaxing in sort of just the very languid pace at which every moment is set up. I vibe with it in a major way. I don't think it's like a good artistic choice, but it's one that I like. But so 20 seconds of like panning over all these hospital workers walking around in their underwear, and he just goes in voiceover, I can see through their clothes. And it's like, thank you, movie, I got that. But yeah, then like, but so there's like multiple scenes of like him like looking at people
Sorry.
or something and seeing through their clothes, seeing them in their underwear. When he like is on the light pole, he's looking through a window and there's a woman in her underwear inside.
But that's what's so confusing is that is not an X-ray vision moment.
No.
Just like the crack den isn't an X-ray vision moment.
He's looking at a woman who's actually in her underwear, and she then shrieks because she's being seen in her underwear. But it's like, then what are you seeing, Meteor Man? And yeah, the people in the crack den in their underwear, there's a scene where his friend Eddie Griffin has impersonated him. He's taken the Meteor Man suit to wear.
God. You're right. I forgot about this moment.
Yes, this whole scene where he's like, Eddie Griffin is dressed as Meteor Man at the mall trying to impress people. And afterwards, Meteor Man, like, grabs him and he, like, strips the suit off of him. And that leaves Eddie Griffin, like, standing there in his underwear in his big boxers and tank top. And he's, like, sort of humiliated in front of a group of people. End of the movie, when he's fighting the baby lords.
Is he humiliated, or is he just standing there? That's the other weird thing is people don't seem to be upset about being seen in their underwear in this movie.
I guess he's not, but everyone around him is pointing and laughing at him in that
That's
moment.
True, yes.
And then at the end of the movie, he strips all of the baby lords, like the little kids' clothes off of them and ties them all up with their...
Just their pants.
Just their pants. But it's just... Like, does Robert Townsend have, like, a thing about underwear? Like, there's so much underwear in this movie.
There is a lot of underwear in this movie. I cannot refute that claim because it's backed up by the evidence of the movie. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't trying to, like, rise to the defense of this film. I do think...
But you like the movie. You've been defending the movie. You should rise in defense of the movie.
No. I mean, this movie is not above some criticism, and what I'm just trying to do the mental calculation on is, like, that was much more of just a weird thing that was in family films.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, there's just much more... When's the last time you saw a sight gag of, like, someone losing their belt and it just kind of, like, their pants fall down and they're wearing the heart boxers? Like, it just isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And it was such a thing in the 80s and 90s that, like, I almost feel like it's part of the 4-quadrant, like, oh, we'll give the adults something to laugh at and we'll give the kids something to be like, oh, we saw something we shouldn't have.
Yeah. The four quadrants are like romance, action, comedy, underwear. You need all those 4 things to make a perfect film.
Hey, they're all in the Goofy movie.
This is true. They're all in the Goofy movie. I'm trying to think. I think the last time I can remember a pants fall down gag is on Arrested Development when Job is being interrogated and he tries to hang himself with his belt, but he hasn't done it right, and the cops come back in to tell him that they don't need anything from him, and he's just standing there with the belt around his neck, and then his pants fall down, but he's not wearing heart-covered boxers, so maybe it doesn't count. Yeah, it's just underwear for it. But I agree. I think it was just sort of like Robert Townsend being like, well, what do kids like? Underwear gags. Give them a lot. It's for the kids.
Okay, there's so much about this film we didn't talk about. I truly think we could do a sequel to this episode. I'm not going to put that on you.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. We can do it.
There's the Wallace Shawn. Wallace Shawn is in this for one scene.
The token white guy.
He is complaining about not being able to get through to the kids anymore. You know, it's the same rhetoric, just with a different ingredient. You know, 10 years later, it would be can't get through to these kids with their video games, blah, 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 blah. And in the scene, Robert Townsend is using his X-ray vision to, you know, not even trying to, but, like, it's just forcing itself on him. As Wallace Shawn is saying, they slit the tires to my red Mustang. And then Robert Townsend is seeing to the parking lot while he's trying to defend the kids, and he's watching the kids slit the tires of the red Mustang again. And I'm just like, I want to just a side movie of this Wallace Shawn character who drives a red Mustang.
I've never, like, the pairing of guy and type of car is so hilariously mismatched. I'm just trying to...
Yes.
Wallace Shawn driving along in this souped-up sports car. What is your midlife crisis like, Wallace Shawn?
He's like, they slit my tires. Now I'm going to have to take the subway to my dinner with Andre.
It's inconceivable that it would be so disrespectful to me in my little car. I'm a T-Rex in a Toy Story movie, etc. and so on.
This movie also, we didn't even mention that it starts with a Michael Jackson song.
That's bad.
But
give it up. Give it up. High
Truman.
five. High five.
Truman.
High five. Meteor Man.
This movie ends with a theme song. There is a
What's a
rap song called Meteor Man. It's called Ain't Nobody Bad Like the Meteor Man, performed by Big Hat Ray Ray.
So they couldn't get Cypress Hill to do the Meteor Man theme song. It's all about how much Meteor Man loves weed. So do you have the lyrics up for the Meteor Man rap in front of you?
Has anyone transcribed them? We could see.
I mean, is it on Rap Genius explaining all of the complex lyricism of the Meteor Man rap?
Do I have it here? Oh my god, I might have it here. Oh wait, I can. Let me try to read the transcript from the YouTube video.
Great,
music
great.
Video.
That'll be really
Show
good.
transcript. Okay, here we go. I can't verify the accuracy of this transcript, but here we go. You can't stop this ultimate man struck by a meteor, serving, protecting, making you a city of safety and justice in this hood. Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Cancel Christmas if you up to no good, because my man ain't going, but drugs and thugs and SW. Like, okay, words that don't exist.
So not really giving people the right impression of the theme song.
Also, no, and there's no rhythm or flow to what I'm saying.
No, I think other than that, your rapping was quite good, Landon, and I think that more people should hear it.
I was reading in the accent of transcript.
As compared to other rap songs that come at the end of a movie, how do you think that the Meteor Man rap holds up?
I mean, it's not great. It's not great, but you know, the whole soundtrack to this. Maybe this played a little bit on my reaction to it too. Like, this is the sound of my middle school years. Mm-hmm. Like, this movie made me feel the excitement of, like, I'm gonna go to a middle school dance soon.
Yeah,
and I gotta listen to this music so I don't look like a fool on the dance floor.
Are you practicing your moves in your room, like to get ready to bust this out when the Meteor Man rap comes on?
You know, there was a dance in middle school in which I busted out my dance moves, and then at gym the next day, people complimented me on my fancy footwork. And you know what? At the time, I thought they were being sincere, and I choose to believe that for the rest of my life without examining it further.
I think that my greatest strength, my superpower in middle school was being a big dumb idiot who, like, people would say, "Wow, Truman, that's a really cool, like, shirt about e-commerce that your dad got at a trade show for tech conferences." And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, e-commerce. Yeah, I guess it's a cool thing." And I just, like, I would be so like, people would sarcastically mock me, and I'm just, like, so up my own ass that I just, like, "Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, my tall white socks do look cool. Thank you. I'm glad you like them." And it wouldn't get through to me, and I think eventually people got tired of mocking me because it didn't seem to be resonating that I was being roasted.
Yes.
There is a song in the scene where he's shoving the cars out of the way to make the community garden. There's like a real slow jam sax song playing.
Man, hooked into that like, oh, I hope I'm gonna dance with Alyssa at the middle school dance.
This is like me at the it's like, boy, I hope Carly asks me to dance. She didn't, but like it was huge middle school dance energy. I was literally like, I would have big feelings on the floor of the gym to this song playing.
You know what? I'm gonna add Meteor Man to my rotation of looking at compact discs at used stores to see if I can't find it. This is something I'd like to own. I'd put it on once a year.
Yeah, at a party. Just the soundtrack.
Nope,
I know, not
just alone.
Yeah, just on. You should put it on in your car and really, like, trick out the stereo system and just, like, cruise through neighborhoods blasting the Meteor Man soundtrack.
All right, can we go through just like a lightning round of notes? Because I have a whole bunch more before we get to this trailer, and I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Okay, yeah, go through lightning round.
Frank Gorshin as Mr. Byers. We didn't talk about the guy who kind of owns the Golden Lords. funny that they cast a literal supervillain in this role, the Riddler from Batman 66.
Yeah.
The hammiest actor that's ever been on screen, maybe?
Well, I mean, he could be in the running. There's a lot of ham out there.
I agree with that, but this is literally a guy in the last moment just like delivering a line. Okay, an IMDb quote has logged this from this movie of him saying, "What? What?"
Yeah, he does scream that. He is like bellowing what when his best laid plans are falling apart.
I love him in this movie. He's just so insane. I love that performance. Something about the special effects. They spent their money on some of the flying sequences, the meteor, hitting him sequence, the opening titles sequences.
Yeah,
and you could tell some of the moments when they didn't have the money to do a special effect, and I love how they got around it. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, what is it?
Did you log this as well?
I'm not sure that I did. Tell me what it is.
More than once, and more than one character, to deliver the concept that Meteor Man flies, does this.
Oh yeah.
They whip their head to the side real quick, and you just hear on the soundtrack. Whoosh.
Yep, that's all you need. And again, it's about character. It's about how characters react to things. It's like you so believe that they're watching a man fly that you believe that you're seeing a man fly.
That's very true.
It's inside the actor's studio.
And then lastly, one of the confusing things about this movie, people accept his superpowers so quickly. Like, not only like accept that he has them, they understand them better than he does.
Yes, it's like they've all been studying up on the concept of being Meteor Man. In this early scene, like after he's like, I don't know, he's survived some death-defying thing in front of a crowd of people, and he says to his parents like, "Mom, Dad, you remember when I got hit by that meteor, I got superpowers from it. Don't tell anyone, okay?" But I'm just like, wait, did they even visit him in the hospital? Did they even know that he got hit by the meteor? Like, this is a lot of information to download very quickly.
Yes. But there to the confusing nature of it, there's a moment when his dad has this little bandage on his head and he's walking with a cane, part of the ramifications of the run-in with the Golden Lords.
Yeah.
And because Jeffrey is so confused about his own powers and it's not well communicated to the audience, there's this moment when his dad is so excited about Jeffrey's powers and that he's going to use it to make the community better. He's like, "Look what they did to me." And he has this little bandage on his head. He whips the bandage off and there's nothing underneath it.
Nothing under there at all. He's like,
and I'm like, as a kid, I remember just being so confused going, wait, does his superpowers affect his family?
Yeah.
Like, I was, it made no sense to me.
Yeah, and then as an adult, you're just like, oh yeah, I too have known drama queen older men who are trying to make a big deal out of a fight they got in that was nothing. Yeah, I know, you're talking to one as well.
That's me.
You little did you know you were growing up to be Meteor Man's dad.
Should we play the trailer game for this movie?
Yes, I'm so excited to see how they promoted Meteor Man.
Truman and I have watched Meteor Man. We have not watched the trailer for this, so we're going to guess how they're going to hinge the marketing. But Truman, I have some trivia that I didn't give you in the main episode.
Oh no, trivia.
And I want to be forthcoming about it now because I don't want it to inform my guesses and pretend like I didn't know what was coming.
Okay.
I have not watched a trailer for this. I don't know what specifically he's referring to here, but the NAACP and Robert Townsend both were very vocal about being against how this film was marketed, because it gave it it leaned into the hip hop side of things.
Oh, they promote on Cypress Hill being in the movie, probably.
I don't know. I mean, you have all the cameos of, another bad creation, Cypress Hill, Naughty by Nature, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie. Maybe you do because you're thinking, I want to sell soundtracks, even if they're not on them. Luther Vandross, you could easily do that. I don't know. I think they're probably going to hinge it on as many faces as they can.
Yeah.
So Bill Cosby, but the point being that it's going to have a hip hop vibe to it.
Yeah.
And they thought that was what harmed some of its success.
Okay. Going off that very useful information, then I'm gonna say I think we get the drive-by shooting played for comedy. So I think we see him get like.
Ooh. You mean they're okay? Let me make sure I understand what you're saying. They're not going to play the drive-by shooting for comedy. They're going to play the drive-by shooting and then show him running and jumping off. I don't think they'll show the drive-by.
I kind of feel, well, I feel like if they're trying to play the whole, hey, this is the hip-hop movie card, then it's going to be...
Yeah, but you can't show someone getting shot in a trailer.
I think you can if it's
in
like
1993.
a comedy thing. I don't know. I feel like they're going to show him like doing the whole like fake platoon thing as everything blows up around him, but then he like gets up and he's fine as part of illustrating that he's a superhero. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. If you don't buy it, you don't have to buy it. It's fine, but I think it's going to be in there.
Well, I'm here to support you. That's a hard one to swallow. I mean, I can see the moments being played, but not the shot of him getting shot. Like, I could see them, like, putting the car in reverse and chasing after him and him running and flying in the air. Like, him kind of stumbling into the air and ending up on top of the lamppost, I could see being trailer material.
Okay.
The getting shot part is just, it's a little much.
Okay, well, then let's do him flying to the lamppost then. That'll be our compromise. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good. We got to get one of his hokey lines.
Drug dealer
like,
people?
Yeah, maybe. Do you show the drug? I mean, there's like when you're thinking about marketing this to 4 quadrants, which maybe they didn't do.
I think
putting that imagery in a trailer is hard to get the kids in the.
but you know, if they're not marketing it in the way that the people who made this as a children's movie want, is it like? And because also they do the drug den, they do the drugs blowing around, they get Biz Markie in there. And again, I'm just saying, if this is trying to lean into the like West Coast hip hop whatever bullshit that they're doing.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. What do we get of the Golden Lords?
I mean, God, the whole trailer could just be every shot of the Golden Lords, and I'd see it. I mean, is it like there's got to be at least like one shot of like the 3 rows of them marching up to him, the kids.
I was just gonna say that, yeah, them stepping out of the darkness with the tiger and all that stuff.
Yeah,
maybe we won't get the Slinky in there, but like, yeah, just the choreography of baby junior regular size lords.
Yeah. You know, the only lord for me is our Lord and Savior, Don Cheadle. So I think that also we've got to get him flying at 3 feet high. I think that showcases a comedy beat, and it like that translates very clearly.
Yeah. And you know, Robert Townsend would be familiar as a kind of parody / broad comedy / satire figure to the markets that they're aiming for. So that makes sense. He's kind of, because this comes out after both Batman, so making it look like a satire of the superhero genre rather than it being a community film. Yeah I'll buy that. Yeah. Do we get a roll call?
Oh, I'm sure we get a roll call with all the names.
Bill Cosby, James Earl Jones.
It might be an announcer going like, Bill Cosby, James Earl Jones, Biz Markie, Cypress Hill, Naughty by Nature. I'm not specifying that it's an announcer. I just feel like that's the form the roll call will take. Yeah.
All right. How many guesses do we have? Because I feel like I don't have a sense of what the story is from this trailer.
We have 5. We have 5 guesses right now.
All right. Then let me just ask you what story beat are we going to get? Like, we got to see him before superpowers. We got to see him after superpowers. So
I think it's him getting chased down the alley and hiding in the dumpster.
Yeah.
And
okay.
So I don't even know if we get the little kid saying nobody, but at least it's him hiding in the dumpster.
I would even say we get the shot of him running down the alley and the meteor chasing him.
Yeah, chased by meteor. I mean, that was an expensive shot. Put it in the trailer.
I don't think we get dog talking in this. I don't think we get plant growing in this.
No. No. I mean, I think maybe
they're gonna emphasize some of the final battle.
Or there's like a fight scene kind of early on where like he's scrapping with some of the Golden Lords, and like they're driving towards him in a car, and he plants his hands on the hood of the car and brings the car to an immediate stop, and the bad guys fly out the windshield. That's a cool shot. Maybe they put that in there.
Yeah, that is a cool shot.
Yeah.
I think that's a good guess. I'm just trying to like picture what are they going to use of him in his suit besides him flying 3 feet from the ground.
Maybe that's all they need. Maybe that's why the movie didn't make much money. They just thought it's a movie about a guy who flies around really low.
Okay, all right. This is my last guess. It's a very broad one, which is to say, this totally feels like a kind of trailer that's going to have footage that isn't in the final film.
Yeah.
I don't know what that footage is, but I'm putting a point on footage that isn't here.
Brilliant. Yep. Footage not in final film. I think that's great.
Should we watch this thing?
Let's watch this thing. MGM. Oh. Drug den. Oh, but okay, but no.
That was a different
drugs.
take.
Oh. Okay, lamppost.
Lamppost, kind of.
Oh. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Okay, the scene's not in it. I'm missing already.
Oh my God. Is there dialogue in this?
No.
What the fuck?
Oh my God. Eh. Oh, flying 3 feet above. Kids dancing.
Oh my God, there's so much footage in here.
I can't even keep notes. Slinky. Oh God.
This is the fastest cut trailer I've ever seen.
But this is the roll call.
Another bad creation.
With
special appearances by Luther Vandross, Sinbad, Naughty by Nature, Cypress Hill, and Big Daddy Kane.
My God.
Robert Townsend.
Wow.
What the fuck is this?
Meteor Man, directed by Robert Townsend.
The movie, that trailer.
Get meteorized summer 1993.
That trailer sucks.
I got attention deficit disorder from that trailer.
I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Wow.
That trailer, I can see why they're angry. I don't get the hip hop thing, and maybe that's just the research I did misquoting or something, but like I can understand being angry about how they market that. Like there's no story there. It's just like, here's a bunch of slapstick bullshit just to get you in the theater. Don't you love this shit?
It's just basically saying like, hey, this movie has stuff in it. You like lights, you like colors? Meteor Man is the movie for you.
You don't have to take this seriously.
Oh my God. Wow, that was whatever that sounded like, audience. Try to imagine watching it. Also, so much of the footage. That's my favorite song from the score, by the way. That's the one that I would get down to at the middle school dance. I think that so much of that trailer was footage that's not in the final movie. There are so many things. There's like a shot in there of him like kind of flying up the side of a building in his underwear. So there's even more underwear content that got left out of this movie.
Oh my God. Listen, Criterion has put out both Cooley High, which, he just had a small part in. They've put out Hollywood Shuffle. Listeners, rally around Meteor Man. Let's get this to be a cult classic. Demand its accessibility. We need to get this in the ear of Criterion Collection so they give Robert Townsend the resources he needs to finally put together a director's cut that we can all love and appreciate for the rest of the time.
This is so when Landon and I get invited into the Criterion closet, we can just pick Meteor Man and talk about Meteor Man the entire time. And they're like, do you guys want to talk about any other movies? We're just like, nope, Meteor Man. That's good. That's all we got. Fuck.
Okay, so dare I ask how we did? Do we have to watch it again to count more points?
No, God forbid. My brain could not take that. So we had 9 guesses here, and I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 rights. We got him flying to the lamppost. It starts with him in the drug den, and he blows
different take
at them, and he doesn't say drug dealer people, so we don't get.
It's a different take, alternate take. Yes.
Yeah. Golden Lord's coming out of the darkness. We don't get that. We get him flying very low, but it's not him in uniform doing it. It's him like flying along a dock very low. But that's
weird. Yeah,
weird. But whatever. We get.
I mean, do we even count that as a point? I don't even know.
We need all the points we can get, Landon. It's okay.
Okay,
We're taking it. We get low level flying. They're selling it on the concept if he flies very low to the ground.
Okay. Right.
Do we get a roll call? Oh yeah, we do. Most of this trailer is roll call. We don't get him hiding in the dumpster. We do kind of get him chased by the meteor. We don't get the Golden Lords flying out the windshield, and yes, we get lots of footage that's not in the final film. I'm so glad you suggested that.
Is this like a scratch card where you uncover a like double your points spot? Because when the amount of footage that wasn't in the final film feels like we should maybe get double points for it.
So we should get 2 for the footage not in final film.
Yes.
Yeah, that seems fair to me. So then we actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we get 6 then for this one, based on the sheer quantity of unused footage.
Because it's setting us up to fail when, like, I say 60% of this trailer is stuff that's not in the movie.
There's so many shots of what looks like the Another Bad Creation kids like dancing.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
there's a dance
at like some sort of middle school or something. Yeah,
yeah, or like at the mall, or they're dancing. Yeah, I don't know what this is coming from.
All right, so double points on that last one. We get 6 out of 9.
6 out of 9. Yeah. So we kind of fudged the numbers to get into the right place, but that's Landon is making the hang loose symbol, which is the whitest thing you could possibly do after talking about Meteor Man. Yeah, that's right.
6-9.
Oh, 6-9. That's why you're doing that. Gotcha. Yes. This is a family podcast, Landon. That's almost as scandalous as people being in their underwear.
Should we see where the machine is taking us next, or do we put up a stand and fight against the machine and just do Meteor Man again next week?
Look, as much as I'd love to do that, I cannot put you through having to watch that dog almost die again, because that's too much for your little heart to hold.
I can't handle it. I cannot hold it in my heart anymore.
So let's just look at what we've got next. Oh, Merry Christmas. We're going to December 25th, 2011.
Another Christmas movie. I can't do another after surviving Christmas.
You barely survived that one. I don't think you could take another waltz with old Saint Nick. I mean, but lots of look, and it's also this time of year is bad for you because Boat Boys also was released on Christmas Day.
Oh my God!
So it's either gonna be a Christmas movie or a kind of ropey prestige film that is bad.
Oh, Truman, why did you have to put me in that mindset? Now I'm absolutely terrified of reading this clue.
Well, okay, what is the clue? That'll tell us. I mean, it's not like it's not like we know what day Boys in the Boat came out. It's not going to give us Boys in the Boat again.
Separated by war, tested by battle, bound by friendship.
Whoa. Is this movie about us?
I was gonna say it's 2011, so like maybe if this was 30 or 2031 or something like that, who knows what kind of insane thing is gonna happen in the future where we're separated by war, but we're bound by friendship.
Yeah, well, I mean the friendship binding is always there, and also like there's wars going on, and you know that could separate us. I mean we don't know where we could be or what could happen.
Yeah, but we're separated by the Midwest.
Well, that's true. But you know, I mean, if we wind up invading Canada, the Midwest could turn into a war zone. So this is what we call environmental storytelling. By the way, in the video game, you pick up like an iPod with this podcast on it, and you hear that snippet, and it's like, oh, that must have been what happened before the apocalypse. Jesus
Christ. Well, a friendship, that's got to be fun.
Yeah, friendships generally are fun.
War friendships. Hey, we haven't done a war movie yet.
You know, you're right, we haven't. And I feel like there's been a lot of heavily forgotten war movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially in the early aughts to like 2011. Maybe this is the last forgotten war movie.
And wasn't there and I feel like a lot of them involve Mel Gibson. Do you think We Were Soldiers has kind of been forgotten? And then, what is it, like Hacksaw Ridge? Didn't Mel Gibson direct that one?
Yeah, the Patriot. Yeah, there's a million of them.
Patriot's not forgotten. That's like the end boss of dad traps. People remember the Patriot. I had one of my middle school teachers was British, and he was so mad about the Patriot when it came out because the bad guy in that movie is based on a real British officer, and he dies in the movie, but he didn't die in real life. He actually died of old age back in England. And boy, my middle school health teacher ranted about that movie 4 different times, and we're like, dude, it is a movie. Get a life, man.
Okay, well, what about We Were Soldiers?
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned that one, and you forgot it
you
already.
You did.
So
I forgot that you said that.
Is the movie forgettable, or is your co-host forgettable?
Well, let's find out what the movie is next week. So join us here then. For Truman Caps, I've been Landon Celano.
And for Landon Celano, I've been Truman Caps.
Movie Memory Machine is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/gruntworkpod to keep the machine running. Theme song by Porky's Groove Machine. Rate us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. For more information on today's show, visit moviememorymachine.com.